explore. We start out in a plains biome with a bit of a valley over here with some circles. It's nice. There's a village over these hills. One sec, where's 0, 0? I want to know why I didn't spawn there. Nope, that's further away from 0, 0. I didn't spawn at 0, 0 because it's in the middle of the ocean. Anyway, let's follow this line of the continent area. There's a nice little mountain right here. Seems like there's another island over here. Let's see, what's under the ground? Ooh, that's nice. You get some caves. Got quite a bit. These little pocket caves. I don't know what these are called. They're kind of cool. Yeah, it's a nice underground. But if we head back up above ground, there's a cherry blossom over there. So it seems like there's a cherry grove on top of this mountain hill thing. So let's head up. Ooh! This is nice. We have this little cave area. You can make like a you make a really nice base here. Wow, and that is nice. Should be a really cool place to see somebody make base. The whatchamacallit, the coordinates are in the screen up there, and the seed is in the description. But then if we come out here, that is a nice mountain side. This is actually really nice. This would be a really cool place to build a base. Wow. Huh. Yep. And underneath here, there's a mine shaft. Wow. It's just really cool. But anyway, if we continue on this way, let's explore some more. Wow. A cherry blossom, a forest, and there's a hill up here. You just clear out everything on top of here and build a base. Wow. It's neat. One sec. Yep, it's recording. Audio. Continuing on. And the chunks are still loading. Man, that's beautiful. Keep in mind, this is a Bedrock world, because I play on Bedrock Edition. But, oh my gosh. It's not even that far away from spawn. It's like about 1,000-ish blocks, a little bit more. And there's a trial chamber down there. There's a village close enough to not have an unreasonable place for villager trading. What's that? You'll excuse me for 1 second. Oh. It's an underground ravine. The exposed mine shaft. Nice. This would also be a really cool place to build a base. You have like a sort of city town area that you could build. The trial chamber over here. I'll do a little tour of the trial chamber. There's a bunch of stuff. There's diamonds over there. But if we head up and away from the trial chamber, it's over there. Back up to the sky. Back up to above ground. And just continue flying on. Off into the chunks, they're still loading. loading, performance issues. Bug rock, sorry. Oh, nice, another hill. Pretty cool terrain. This would be a cool place to have, like, something built on each of these hills, and then have them connect to, like, a flying base right there. Wouldn't that be cool? But anyway, let's go this way. It's more birch forest. Chunks are still loading, but down there, that's a really nice cave. See? See? What about there? That's a nice cave. Oh, my device is crashing. Oh no! Ooh, lava cave. One sec. That's cool. Oh, there's skull. Huh. Neat. What's that? Is there an ancient city around here? So if there was, that'd be really cool. Oh yeah, that is a very tall mountain. Is there an ancient city? Doesn't look like it. Anyway, continuing on exploring. Chunks are still loading. Yeah, let's explore to 3000 by 3000. So, to quickly load out those chunks real quick. If my game would load, and I continuously crash. Ooh! There's whatever the light caves are called. I have no idea what these are called, but they're fun. It's fun. They make a good change. The usual cave atmosphere. Ooh, dark oak forest. That's nice. Good forest. A good canopy of trees. And then there's a spruce forest, and it's a large one. That is really good. Some really cool world generation. Huh. Wow. Oh yeah, and then there's those are the markers that there's a light plant cave below. See? There's a plant cave. I'm gonna call these guys the plant caves. Wow. That's just cool. There's a lava lake down below. That's neat. Oh, and those are diamonds. And those are more diamonds. That's a lot of diamonds. Huh. Anyway, continuing up above the lava lake as it turns to night. That is the body of water. I think we might be hitting an ocean now. Either that or this is just a really big. Nope. Yep. This is a big lake. This is really cool. I should probably start up going this way to get this coordinate up. And there's another trial chamber down there. That means there's a village nearby. Neat. What's that? I don't know. It's just another plant cave. Continuing on through the forest of very tall trees. Why does this remind me of Canada? That's cool. That's very cool. Anyway, oh, it's exposed a bit. Let me go down here. That'd be a nice place to build a base. You have like your storage, more storage, little hall right here. You have your smelting and such. You have another portal, a little house right there. And have little offshoots. The amethyst areas right here and here. You can dig downwards, get to the caves. Really cool place to build a base. I might even build a base there. But anyway, I really do have to spend a lot less time down in the caves. Anyway, going up above the caves. I think we've hit the edge of the continent, but as I said before, I will explore this world out to 3,000 to negative 3,000 by negative 3,000 because I can't say negative. Oh, I just said it. But I'm in the water. I like how the lush caves look. I really like the cave generation. And that isn't just bias because I spent my entire time playing Minecraft with those caves. I just like them. Although I guess it could be biased because I don't actually have any other experience with any other cave generation types. Who knows? Tell me down in the comments if you've watched up to this point. Yep, that's wrong with it. It's this way? Yeah, it's this way. If we continue on going this, and that's a lush cave. Remember, resist all urges to go down into the caves. Resist all urges to see what the caves look like. Resist, oh, that is a nice cave. Yeah, that's real nice. This is, you can build a really cool base here. No. Rest area, although I feel like it'd be more of a multiplayer base, given the size of it, and the fact that I find mega bases impractical. But that's just my opinion. I have my opinion, and you have your opinion. Okay. Going out to sea. Going out to sea. The sea. Across the sea. Ooh, land. Yay, land. Blah 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 blah. Ice cream. Nom. Ooh, it's buried treasure. Wonder what's inside. You better inspect. Oh, that's what's inside. That is cool. Anyway, continuing on with the forest. There's tall trees all the way across, but also that's a very large, lush cave system. It's very large. Anyway, okay, we're at 2,000. Anyway, if we continue over this way. See that now we're at roughly 2,000 by 2,000. That's a nice place to build a little base. Don't you think? This would be a nice little place to build a little base. You know, all the trees and wood you need. A little lava lake for another portal. Who knows? And there's another just trial chamber down there, meaning that there's a village nearby. Oh, and there's a spawner nearby as well. What type of spawner is this? It's just a zombie spawner. Skeleton spawners are better. Oh. Wow. This is nice. Okay, that is cool. That's cool. You have like a, imagine digging into this. It's just, ooh, a little water down here. Kind of This is nice. Anyway, continuing on up. Up to 3,000 by 3,000, we are now seeing what was across the sea, and it is a swamp. Folks, it's a swamp. We're finally out of the forest of tall trees into the swamp. And it's back to the forest of tall trees. It's back to the forest of tall trees. But, continuing on, I'll continue forward, look back. So remember, each of those chunks it's struggling to load in, it's 16 by 16, so I am traveling really quickly, really far. But, ooh, okay, that's nice. Your little spot overlooking. It'd be cool to build like a skull here to watch the village. It'd be nice. And then on top of that, down here, check this out. This is nice. Little exposed lakes leading into a larger cave. Says I need to remember my goal is in this direction, not behind me. Remember, just because the cave looks cool doesn't mean I have to explore it. Just remember. Anyway, heading back up to the surface, there's a really cool cave with some really cool floating little bits. A little mountain here with some gravel. This will be a good source of gravel early on. But continuing on, we're back to plains. Plains old plain. And just continuing on with all of this. How you doing today? If you watched this part of the video, thank you so much. As the sun rises, should be able to reach 3,000 by 3,000 if the chunks would load and not constantly stop loading, forcing me to backtrack. Why does chunks always do that? Anyway, ooh, that's a nice water lake. Continuing on, continuing on, continuing on, continuing on. Remember, we're not here to see all the caves. Oh, there's another trial chamber. That's nice. There's another village over there. Ooh, cherry blossom. And then this way for the last bit of the 3,000. And one sec. There we go. 3,000 is on this block. It's about 400 blocks this way. If we look around, this is nice. And continuing on. Just continuing on in this direction. Continuing on. And then we're on to the last 100 blocks. Speed through it. Let's go. And 3, 2, 1, and we're there. Welcome to 3,000 by 3,000. I've overshot my destination. Welcome to... Oh wow, that really glitched me further away. Welcome to 3,000 by 3,000, a spot where if it weren't for the coordinates, it'd be indistinguishable from the spot where the video started. Surprisingly. Honestly, yeah, this is pretty indistinguishable from the spot where the video started. An ocean back there, everything's all around. Wow. Anyway, have a good day, and thanks for watching to the end.